Paranormal Central, broadcasting live from Central California with your hosts Jeffrey Gonzalez and Alan Thomas. Broadcasting video worldwide at paranormalcentral.net and broadcasting audio on the... Are you ready to witness something you cannot explain?
Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Paranormal Central, broadcasting live from the bottom left-hand corner of the Nevada Triangle in a city called Fresno, California. Hello everyone, my name is Jeffrey Gonzalez. I am your host for the show. I'm also the founder of a group called the Sanger Paranormal Society. I have been investigating the paranormal going over 14 years, so I'm just not up here talking about it. We are actually living it. I have a team, been doing this for a while. One of the guys sitting right here to the right-hand side of me is on that team, Mr. Alan Thomas, and co-host.
Good evening, everyone. Sorry about the technical difficulties. Maybe it's the heat, maybe it's the internet, maybe it's the camera. Who knows?
It's live stream. They decided to update the software, and they didn't tell us. So when we went to go and start, it said, "Oh, I'm sorry, but you got to download the software for the new live stream." Really, guys? You're barely telling us now? So here we are. Welcome wherever you may be. Thank you very much for showing up on a Sunday, which is 4th of July weekend. A lot of people are on vacation. So if you are not at home and if you are on another location and be it watching a cell phone or iPad or somebody else's computer, thank you very much for doing that. Because without you, we don't have a show. We are broadcasting live, HD quality video. What?
Oh, I'm just showing it.
Okay, HD quality video on live stream and broadcasting Sundays at 6 o'clock p.m. West Coast time. If you are watching us on the rebound, which is on a YouTube, we have a YouTube channel, and the show gets put on there on Mondays. So if you can't watch us on Sundays, then you can go watch us down the ways if you want during the week. We have a YouTube channel. It's called Paranormal Central actually just Paranormal Central. We have a website, paranormalcentral.net. If you want more information on us, or if you would like to get to our live stream channel, that's the way to do it. Go to paranormalcentral.net, and that will take you right to where you need to go. All right. Well, thank you guys for showing up. Again, sorry for the technical difficulties, but Livestream decided to upgrade their software and not tell us ahead of time. So when we went to go ahead and start the show, it did not, and it came up and said error. I'm all, really?
Yeah, and what's weird is we were like turning it on and you can check everything. So it wasn't telling us we need to update when we're not going live. It waited till we go live.
Yeah, and then it just did not want to work. So I had to power it down, load the software, restart the computer. So, all right, well, we're here. That's cool. All right, well, now I'm getting texts, and where are you guys? Have you guys been kidnapped by the Men in Black? No, it's just software issues, and we're good to go. All right, well, we are bringing it again to all the trolls out there. It's time to troll. Are you ready to get at us? Because, like I said, we are investigators. We have been doing this a long time, and we have been bringing it for the longest time. We didn't start yesterday. We didn't start last week. We didn't start last month. We didn't start last year. I started this in 2003, and in 2007 is when we really got into the Bigfoot, and it has been nonstop since then. So if you want to go and figure out what we have brought then I suggest to go do your research and type in Sanger Paranormal and Bigfoot, Paranormal Central and Bigfoot. There are videos out there with audio. There's video. People are barely finding out about us, and they are going to, like last week's show or the week before, and they're saying, that audio, is that all you guys got? Really, dude? I would just shut up and go do research, because we've been doing this a long time. And when I mean bringing it, we're going to bring it again tonight. And that's what I'm saying. You trolls, get ready, because you're going to hate us even more.
They're going to hate us all summer.
Yeah, because we have found the spot that's a lot closer than the previous spot, and things are happening there. I went back on Thursday, 3 days ago. 3 days ago. Why did I go on a Thursday? Well, it so happens that it was my O day from work. For those who don't know, I work for AT&T, and sometimes they make us work during the weekends, and then if that's the case, they schedule us one day out of the week off, and that's the way it works where I work. So
it's
Thursday,
probably better because you're in the middle of the week.
Well,
and there's not a lot of billion people
up there, right? Mm-hmm. So Thursday, I told everybody, let's go. It's my O day. So Robert, I made the call out, and Alan, unfortunately, that morning he couldn't go. He had problems with his leg, and he knew for a fact that he was not going to make it all the way up there sitting down, because his leg was that bad. It was bothering him that bad, which is a bummer, because I know Alan loves to go do this stuff. So when he can't go, you know that he's hurting really bad. So unfortunately, Alan could not go. Who went with us? Robert, our member. And this time I wanted to take somebody neutral, somebody who has never gone with us, who knows us, who knows the show, who watches the show, but has never gone with us on any type of investigation ever.
And they seem like outdoors. I mean, from what I saw in the video.
Yeah.
He's not a stay-at-home guy.
No. He goes camping. He goes hunting a lot by himself.
I could see that.
He has heard about Bigfoots for a long time. He has a buddy, Jeff Morris, at work, who called in 2 weeks ago and told us about that footprint he found in Shaver, like when he was like 20-something, when he was working up at the ski lodge, right? Well, Jeff Morris couldn't go with us. So Mike went with his son, Joshua. Let me really quick just show you a picture of them. I know I brought it up. Here you go. Why am I going to show you a picture of them? Well, because these are the guys that went with us. And you're going to see them on the video. Okay? All right. Now, what happened on Thursday? Thursday, we left early. Okay? Robert met here. I picked up Mike and Joshua at his house. And they live in Clovis. Not too far down. I mean, they live off of Barstow.
Well, right by me.
Temperance, yeah. So, us four went. All right. We got there about 8. So we left at 8. No, it was about 8 o'clock. I don't know, 9 o'clock or something like that. And again, it's not far up. It's an hour and a half.
Right.
It's very, very close, guys.
I love that.
It's very close. So I told them, we pulled off right before we got in. And what I wanted to do, I wanted to play Rambo. I said, why don't we rush the location where we heard the tree snap, and let's just rush it, because last time when we got there, I don't want to say we were noisy, but we didn't get in there and make a lot of noise.
I think we were quiet. You told everybody be quiet because you're setting up your recorder, audio recorders.
And that was last Wednesday, and but this time I said, let's just I'm going to pull in there. We're going to get out of the cars with our weapons, and we're going to rush that location. And that's what we did. All right. Nothing happened. We didn't see anything. We didn't hear anything. We were walking around. We didn't see anything, hear anything. My doors are still open, and we're walking around, and we just go walking. Okay. We just continue walking. And then I told them, okay, I need to find where I placed the 2 cameras, because I want to go check out the 2 cameras and see if we got anything. Last Wednesday, I gaffed up and I placed a couple of cameras where we heard the tree snap. And then I came back. We all came back to the car, and that's when my wife was telling us, Christian, you were over there whistling at us, right? And then after all that, I said, oh, crap. I got to go. I had looked in the back of my truck, and I had a lot of fruit. I had like a bunch of bananas. And when I say bunch, bananas that are still connected together in a bunch. All right, not single bananas all in a bunch. This was like, I don't know, 5 or 6 in a bunch. And I had like 4 apples and like 3 raw potatoes. So I put them all in a bag, and really quick, I ran over there where I placed the cameras, and I threw them on the weeds about, 50 feet from the camera. And I was going, am I too close? Am I too far? I don't know if this is the right angle, but I tossed them on there anyways, and I took off. And then we left. This Thursday, like I said, we were looking around, and all of a sudden, I get lost really easy, dude. I mean, put me in a mall, dude, and I will get lost. If I park my car, it'll take me a while to find it, because that's just me. I'm one of those people that I cannot find my way back. So I could not find the camera for the longest time. I could not find him. Finally, I started realizing, wait a minute, these trees that are knocked down looks familiar. And then we found the camera. And then we found what was left of the bananas. And what I want to do right now is I want to show you, okay, remember when I said I placed a bunch of bananas with 4 apples and 4 raw potatoes. Now, here is an apple. A matter of fact, one of the ones that I usually get at Bond's, it's, I don't know what type of, it's a freaking apple, all right? And it has a sticker on there with the barcode and all that on there, okay? Now, and the barcode is so that way the cash register can go, right, and then charge me whatever, arm and a leg, wherever this apple came from. Well, I was looking at the banana peels, and I noticed something, that they were all eaten. All the banana peels were all eaten. I took video of this. I'm going to show it to you right now on the screen, but let me tell you about it first. Okay. And I noticed something about the bananas. That they were all eaten, okay? But they were all still in the bunch, and they were all peeled and eaten and still in the bunch.
So they weren't like taken apart off the bunch.
No.
You had a bunch of bananas with no banana in it no more.
Correct. All right? And I'm going to show you a video of that right now. Now,
what is that?
Yeah, that happens every time this comes down.
Really?
I don't know why. I really don't know why. It's weird.
Interesting.
It's a frequency or something. But anyway.
Oh, it might be.
Now, so we're looking at the bananas, and I said, really cool. Then I noticed something that I was looking on the ground, and the apples were gone. Cool. But then I saw these little white things on the ground. And I'm going, well, wait a minute. What are these? And I got closer, and I said, excuse my language, holy shit, Batman. These are the 4 stickers that were on the apples. Ladies and gentlemen, fans from around the world, whatever ate these apples took the stickers off the apples and placed them on the ground and ate the apples without the stickers. You guys ready to see this? Yes. Now, let's think. What in the forest has the mentality, the intelligence, the motor skills, like my wife said,
like the dexterity,
to peel off this sticker right here that I'm having a trouble taking it off right there. See how long it took me to take that sticker off? There were 4 of these stickers laying around the banana peels, and the apples were gone.
And actually, the bananas were gone.
I kid you not. Oh, and the
peelings
were
there.
Yes. Now, I'm going to show you right now the stickers Now, we grabbed all 4 stickers and we put them all together, really close together, so I can take a video of it. That's not the way we found them. They were scattered around about 2 feet by 3 feet is where we found all of the 4 stickers. Why did we find all the 4 stickers? Because they were in our face. They were right there. Okay? So a bear found the food, sat on his ass, and with his paws peeled off the 4 stickers and ate the apples. But decided to peel off the bananas and eat the inside of the bananas. Is that what a bear would have done? No. All right, let's think of another animal. Somebody said, Robert said, it was a raccoon. Okay, a raccoon. Does a raccoon know the difference of a piece of paper and an apple? Would a raccoon know to peel off a sticker on an apple and eat the apple? Seriously, guys.
I don't think so. It might eat one of the stickers and then not like it and not eat, and they'll leave a piece of apple or something. Right. But they're not going to peel the stickers off. I doubt.
Okay. Yeah. Right. So, okay, I'm going to change this battery out here real quick. So that's what happened, you guys. Now, I'm going to show you the leftover as far as... Okay, here we go.
To me, it's interesting. All of it disappeared, and the camera didn't catch nothing.
Well, we're going to show you that. Hold on.
And they carried it that way?
Well, that's what that potato was, way on the other side. Plus, there was another set of bananas there too.
Will you check the cameras?
Well, yeah, I'm going to go get my equipment and climb them and check it out. That's my buddy Mike. So here I left 2 bundles of bananas and I think like 4 or 5 potatoes. And there's no more potatoes here. And if you look straight there, I placed 2 cameras on that tree there. I'm going to climb up here in a bit. And then Mike and his son found some potatoes. 1 potato. What do you think? 100 yards? See, at that point in time, hold on.
Almost looks like the same spot.
At that point in time, I am totally lost. There was no other 100 feet away. This was the spot where we put up the 2 cameras and the food. I thought we found the food at a different location. I was totally just not even knowing where I was at until finally I said, wait a minute. I'm an idiot. Nothing's
It's not?
No.
What you guys were just at?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a safe spot. I've been standing.
Oh. Okay. We're back at where the
Okay, here's the stickers. Watch
where
this.
the whatever, ate the bananas and the potatoes, but I want to show you something that's very unusual. I also left apples here, and whatever was eating the apples peeled off the barcode groceries checkers used to scan the apples.
And look at how conditioned. There's only one right here, the very top, that tore a little bit.
It peeled them off.
But look at how perfect they are. And look at the bananas.
I'm gonna take this back with us so I can.
And
show
I
you.
forgot those. I forgot to bring those with me.
That's cool.
I know I'm an ass. Hopefully they'll be there when we go
Stickers,
back
that's
up.
cool, huh? Okay.
Okay. And that's all that happened. Now, the cameras. I climbed that pole to get the SD card to see if we got what ate those apples. Oh, and by the way, here is the potato, and there's a tooth mark in there, a couple of teeth mark on the edge. Can I? You know what? I'm gonna bring it up to you. I'm gonna go bring it up to the front of the camera so you can see it. Hold on.
there you go. Make a little bit of shadows so that they could see the how big the teeth are.
There's a couple of teeth marks in there. Okay. Now, so why didn't it eat this potato? I have no idea. Because maybe it's raw.
Could, but why did it take the rest of them?
I don't know. Maybe it took the rest of them and just chucked them. I don't know. 'Cause, we didn't see anything else. It could have gone and did this and left that one there. That potato, and I'm going to show you. Okay, so I climbed. Really? Okay, so I climbed that. And I'm going to show you really quick here. All right, so let me go to here. Okay. I'm going to wait. Hopefully you can see that, right? Hopefully you can see the date at the very bottom. Hopefully. I'm going to watch the screen on Alan's side to see if...
You're still just getting done with the potatoes.
Yeah. There's a delay, guys. I'm going to see if you guys can actually see the date and the time at the bottom. I'm pretty sure you can. So this one says 2:45, 6:22, which is last Wednesday. All right. Now, right here where I got my my pointer circling is where the bananas and the apples and the potatoes were. Right there. All right. Let me just make sure that you guys screen. Yep. Okay. So I go to the next picture. 2:45. It takes a picture every 20 seconds, the way I have it set, or 30 seconds, or something like that. Okay, hold on. The screen is coming up right now on Alan's side. I just want to make sure you guys are. Can you see the time and date at the bottom? Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, here we go. Next picture, boom, 2:45. Next picture is at 2:46, 6:22, same day. 2:46, 6:22. Another picture. And what's happening is just shadows and leaves and anything moving like that. It will trigger the motion on this camera. Okay, the next photograph was taken 5 days later on 6/27 at 11:38 p.m. Now, if you notice, right here, there are the skins of the black, the skins of the bananas and the one potato. So it didn't take a picture between those 5 days. I want to know why. Okay, can you guys see that? There is the one potato and the banana that's black, as you can see. So between the 22nd and the 27th is when whatever came around ate the bananas and the apples. But I didn't get it on camera. I'm going to go ahead and continue. The next picture, 11:38. Next picture, boom. 6:30, which was Thursday, is we arrived on the spot. Here's us four. Mike, Joshua, me in the red, and Robert over there in the cami. And so what happened those 5 days? I have no idea. Why didn't my camera snag any pictures?
And actually, there was lots of pictures, but just for that 5 days, there was
There's nothing.
And that's when the food was missing.
Yes.
That sounds like... I know everybody's going to get on my case, but Bigfoot does that stuff.
Okay, well, other people supposedly have had the same problems.
Yes.
And when I mean same problems is they will leave something and the camera malfunctioned and did not get whatever, took the food or took or whatever. You know what I'm saying, guys?
And some guys even put two cameras aiming at each other. That way they can't mess with one camera without getting caught by the other camera. And both cameras malfunction at the same time. And their bait disappears. And then they start working again.
So at this time,
like this.
So at this time, it's 10:19. We find the leftover food, and we are going back to the truck so I can get my gaffs and come back and climb the tree. Basically, that's what I'm doing. So here we go. We're walking away. Robert decided to stay, and he's just going to kick it around there. As you can see, look at he's walking around. See, now I have my gaffs. Here I have my belt, my climbing belt, and all the stuff I need to climb the tree with. And there we're coming back. Matter of fact, Mike has my gaffs in his hand.
Look how well it's working.
Yeah, look at
it's working great.
There's
now all of a
Joshua
sudden.
looking up at me, and that's it. That was the last picture that we took was at 10:36. That's when I took the SD card out to look at it. But we did not get what ate the fruit. But I want everybody to really just seriously stop what you're doing and think and ask whoever is with you right there next to you, what animal has the mentality, has the dexterity, the motor skills to peel off these stickers on the apples? Now, for all those who know what a bear can do to food, they will eat everything.
Yeah.
The banana peels should have been in the bear's stomach.
Yeah.
Simple as that. If you think I'm bullshitting, go do research.
See, and like, if it was a raccoon sitting there eating the bananas because they left everything right there.
Yes.
And the stickers right there under the camera.
Mm-hmm.
All right. If it was a raccoon, we would see the raccoon.
Because for those who have been watching our show for the longest time, we have gotten crows,
bears, deer,
cubs,
raccoons,
everything.
I
Foxes, a couple mountain lions. Okay. Now maybe but no,
we even got a Bigfoot once.
Huh?
Way back a long time ago, remember? A Bigfoot got caught on the camera.
You're talking about David's.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but that was like 150, 100 yard, 75
right,
yards.
But he still got caught.
Yeah, he got caught
But
because he was walking out of it.
We haven't been able to catch him.
Okay. Now, again, if you guys can tell me what animal peeled those stickers off those apples, I want to know right now in chat.
And you know what else? If the camera was turned off, they would have had to climb the tree to turn it off. Unless it was a Bigfoot. And he knows how to turn it off.
I don't think so. Yeah. I don't think he knows.
But only
that.
It would be showing him
God.
turning it off. That's the thing. You would see his hand or something.
See, I'm not going to even go there. All right? I am not going to go there because, here I'm... Well, what happened to Cheryl as far as the whistling and her getting sick, we're really going out to left field, guys. We're talking about stuff that are going to make us just absolutely nuts. People are going to think we're absolutely just whacked. But I want you to tell me what peeled off the stickers on these apples and ate the apples and left the stickers there on the floor.
Didn't get caught by the camera.
And it didn't get caught in the camera because I just showed you every single picture that was on that camera facing the fruit. So you guys tell me right now.
You don't know.
I help? Yeah? Because I've never seen this. Ever. All right? I mean, we've left fruit and food and stuff, and it would all just disappear, and we would think, okay, a bear took it and didn't leave any trace. But here, it left us the leftovers that you don't eat, which is the banana skins and paper stickers on an apple. All right, you guys? We're bringing it. Don't tell me this was a homeless man out in the middle of frickin' nowhere that did this. A homeless man would have probably taken the bananas, taken the apples, and they would have walked away. But there's no homeless people where we are at.
And we would have seen him.
And we would have picked it up on the camera.
I mean, we have pictures of even growers.
That's
growers.
in the other spot in Badger.
So I mean,
not here.
We have people hiking with their dogs. I mean, we have all kinds of pictures. Why doesn't see like when it doesn't get the pictures? That's when I don't get it. Like something's up.
Okay, I took a snapshot of the stickers. There are the stickers right there. as you can see, and I know, again, what I did is I took the snapshot from my iPhone off the little screen off the camera, and that's what you're looking at right now. That's why you have the 34 minutes and the stop and pause and all that. But look at, guys, there are the stickers. This one here obviously is ripped a little, so I don't know if that was ripped prior to leaving the apples. I don't know. But look at, they're in perfect freaking condition. So whatever took these stickers off did it with ease and precision, like it didn't want to rip these stickers off. And the question is, why did that whatever leave them there? It to me, it looked like it sat down and had a little feast. Then when it was done, it got up and left.
Well, I noticed the grass was all right there, was all just really mashed down. You know, I don't know if it's from you guys.
Oh, okay. Here's a picture of the potato. I forgot I had this on here. Okay. There's a couple of marks in here. I don't know, guys. I'm just showing you the potato that was left. Why was this one left?
See, you know, and like they weren't. This fruit wasn't in the open. This is like off trail.
No, this is 100.
Like probably.
This is 150 feet from the grassy area. This is where we heard the tree snap, guys. Okay.
And there's all around it is some big giant trees knocked down. And they're like making, I don't know, like teepees and stuff like that right around there. And I mean some big freaking trees, you know, like this big around.
Okay, here is
like
another snapshot
of
the potato, the banana peels. Now, I actually sent these pictures over to Mickey Burrow, and he went and did some researching, and he came back and he showed me a monkey splitting the banana and eating the inside of the banana. And he goes, that's what it looks like to me, that whatever did this.
But it doesn't take them off the bunch, right?
No,
it's just eating them all.
Just eating all on the bunch. He goes, that sounds like a primate to me. And I'm going, okay, we don't have monkeys or orangutans or gorillas in the frickin' mountains. Okay, I'm waiting. If anybody, please, I want somebody to tell me what took the stickers off these apples.
And they were arranged, kind of. The stickers were.
Well, no, not really.
They were like around the banana.
Around the banana. Like something sat there and ate the apples.
And the bananas.
Yeah. But left the stickers.
Yeah.
Now, why would he do that? I mean, that's telling me.
In fact, the bananas are peeled from the bottom, and that's how monkeys do it.
Sorry. This apple's good. Okay.
A sticker crop circle.
Okay, somebody please tell me. Okay, why are we there in the first place? Why are we there in the first place? Bigfoot sightings. That's why we are there. All right? I saw something run from left to right in that area where we left this fruit on Wednesday of last 2 weeks. 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Okay? I saw something big move from left to right at a very high rate. He was fast. He was fast.
And graceful.
Okay. I don't know, guys. I know. I know what took the stickers off. I mean, come on. I know what took the stickers off. It's obvious. It's freaking obvious. I know there's a lot of trolls out there going, nah, it was somebody. It was a homeless person, or it was a person. If I was walking around 150 feet from this place where we were at, in the middle of nowhere, and if I would have found some bananas and some apples on the ground, I would not touch them, because who knows where those bananas or apples came from? Did someone leave them there as a trap for somebody? Did they put some poison in these apples or bananas? Do you think I'm going to have my son Christian, hey Christian, take an apple, grab it, take a bite out of it? I'm not going to do that. I don't think a person would be stupid enough to find these apples and bananas and pick them up and eat them right there on the spot. I mean, would you do that? Would you, if you were out there and you saw some fruit on the ground, not noticing the cameras up on the tree at 15 feet up high, but noticing this fruit, Would you actually pick up an apple and take a bite out of that? I wouldn't. I don't know where that apple's been. So to think a person, a human being, is actually going to do that, would you do it? Now you're going, well, maybe somebody was really, really hungry and lost. No, because we're not too far from the road, and if there's somebody up there lost, trust me, there's nobody up there lost, because I think we would have heard about it. Okay, so I'm trying to debunk this. I have been trying to debunk this since last Thursday, which was 3 days ago. It's been going through my mind. What would take the stickers off these apples? A Bigfoot. It's the only thing. It's the only logical answer.
Especially avoiding the camera.
See,
Sitting right in front of the camera and leaving all the evidence in front of the camera.
Now,
so far, only Bigfoots
well,
do
now,
that.
this is what I was thinking.
Have a reputation of it.
On the motion detectors, on these cameras, you can, when you have them set, now for those who are familiar with motion sensors of any type, security, game cameras, just anything like that, you notice they send out laser beams, okay? Like this. It depends. It could set out, when it's setting out a laser ray, it sets out like maybe 6 or 7 beams. And if any one of those beams gets comes up, or somebody hits that ray, then it will activate the camera. So maybe these beams are like this, and like this. And if that was the case, then maybe, and this is what I was thinking, then the first laser, here, let me show you what I mean. Let's go to, again, I'm trying to debunk why my camera didn't work. Because it's, oh shoot, I don't have it up here. Because it's just, oh yeah, I do. I'm sorry. All right. So right now I have this picture up. What if the beam shoots from left to right? It goes like these branches right here is one beam, and then the other beam goes here, then the other beam goes way up here, and the other beam goes way up here, left to right. So in this area right here, there is no beam. So what I'm saying, if something crawled in right here to where the food was at and ate it and crawled back out, and if there was no beam right there where the motion would get to, then I can see it not activating the camera. So this thing was small, if that was the case. Here, I'm just throwing these things out, okay? So what if just in that part where I had the the fruit, there was not a beam there coming from the motion camera, and that's why it never got set off. That's one theory. But why were the stickers taken off the apples? All right, you guys? So that's going to be your homework. Everybody go to the library, get on Google, and find out what kind of animal has the ability to take off stickers. And I want to know. And if you can find me some proof of these animals doing it, then so be it. I'm pretty sure you guys are going to come up with some monkeys that peel off. I wouldn't be surprised if you did. But, so you're telling me we have monkeys up in the Sierras then? You can't do that. You have to give me an actual living creature that's living up in the Sierras right now that could do something like that. Don't tell me a gorilla or a monkey or an ape or an orangutan. Give me an animal that's living up in the Sierras right now that can do that.
The only one I know of for me is a raccoon.
And that would be my first guess. That would be my first guess, is the raccoon.
But only they usually don't like sit right there and eat. They usually take their food away.
Have you ever seen a raccoon pick it up and all of a sudden?
Yeah, they take off with it.
Right,
yeah.
right.
And then they'll make trips back and forth. Because I lived up in the hills for my whole life,
right.
And they used to come and eat the dog food and take things off of our porch.
I've seen on YouTube videos with raccoons coming in, really sneaking, getting into the bowl with both hands. They scoop it up and get on their hind legs and they take off. Pretty funny stuff. But would a raccoon know how to take off 4 stickers without damaging the stickers?
Right, yeah.
That
is the weird part.
All right?
A bear, you would find it later on in his poo.
In his poo.
Yeah.
Right. Now,
and a deer, too.
Now, check this
a deer
out.
would eat them.
Now, Cheryl was telling me that these stickers are edible.
Right.
And I didn't know that.
Yeah.
They're edible. What do you mean, Jeff? Well, they're made out of...
vegetable matter.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah, so you can actually eat this barcode sticker thing and it would digest in your system and you would poop it out and nothing would happen to you. So why wouldn't an animal eat this? I'm waiting. Okay? So this is very cool, guys. I'm like, I mean, what?
Applegate.
Applegate. Okay? I mean, this is some cool, excuse my language, shit right here. This is awesome. This is freaking awesome. I didn't realize how awesome it was until we were driving back down. I had Robert in the driver's passenger side. I had Mike and Joshua in the back seat. And we're all just very quietly saying, what took the stickers off the apples?
Yeah, that's the big question. And ate the bananas and left it in a bunch.
Right.
And left them right there, too, with the stickers all around the bananas. Almost like a crop circle.
You know, so that just tells me that whatever ate the fruit sat down right there and ate it. Cool stuff, guys. This is the stuff we're bringing. All right, trolls, hate us. I'm waiting.
What's really cool is we're gonna do this all summer.
Oh, I'm matter of fact, I am now. My ideas that I had for Badger, I'm scratching Badger. We are now going to put my ideas into effect here because it's only an hour and a half. I'm gonna put my tire effect in motion.
Yep.
Okay. We're gonna videotape that, and you guys, if you guys haven't heard about my tire effect, then you guys are gonna have to go back and I don't know what, but I'm not gonna say anything now because other people are gonna steal my idea. But I have some killer ideas, and the reason why I haven't implemented them in Badger is because
it's too far.
Too far, and to take these tires up the hill, oh my God, we would die. Mm-hmm. But now we don't have to because everything is flat here, and it's 150 feet from my vehicle, and we can do it with ease. And the spot that we found where we left this fruit, if you look around, it looks like back in the days when, you know, the Patterson-Gimlin film in 1967, you know how everything was knocked. Back then, all the trees were knocked over and all that. That's what it looks like in this area here.
A lot of fresh trees knocked over. I mean, they're all dead.
Right.
They're all the bark beetle, all
infested.
And it looks like they've been ripping into them. Like they knock them over and then they eat the bark beetles too.
Yeah, that's what it definitely was looking like.
And you know, like bears eat the same thing as Bigfoots, or Bigfoots eat the same thing as bears a lot of times. But I've never seen so many trees knocked over except for at the spot. The spot has a ton of trees knocked over like that.
Yep.
And when we found that place over at this, you know, this area, I knew we were there. We were like right in their little playland or food land or whatever you want to call it, their supermarket. And we're talking about trees that have like 3 feet. I mean, they're long, big, huge telephone pole or bigger sized trees. And they're even like put together making crosses and like teepee like things. I mean, it's a trip. It's a trip. I don't even know if I want to meet the guy that can move those things. Like, he has to be huge.
Yeah. So that was as far as Thursday goes, we didn't hear anything. We didn't see anything. The only thing that
You probably
I am
scared him.
Yeah.
You bum rushed him.
Yeah, I know. So the only thing that was left, that was exciting was the fruit, the leftovers of the fruit. And why didn't my camera snap any pictures between the 22nd all the way to the 27th. That's what I don't get. Like it malfunctioned.
Like the food's there, and then it doesn't take any pictures, and then when it starts taking pictures.
No, actually, the food isn't there.
Oh, it isn't?
No, because what I did is, if I remember correctly, when I came back, I got the food and I just tossed it over there. I just threw them over there really quick and I left. So I don't think it got me. Again, I don't know what these rays were at. You know, when it shoots out these rays from the motion, and that's how they get, you know, whatever, you know, moving back and forth. But it didn't see me placing the fruit there, which I don't get either. It should have got me. Not unless it did get me and something erased everything from that point to the 27th.
That's interesting.
Okay, because you don't see me placing the fruit there. And I was the only one there who placed the fruit there. It should have grabbed me. It should have got me. Matter of fact, it should have got us walking away after I placed also the
on
camera.
the other camera, yeah.
On that camera. No, on the other camera, it did get us. I just did not showing it because it's just us walking around.
Right.
But on this one, for some reason, there are pictures that are missing from when I got down the tree all the way to the 27th. There is a bunch of pictures that are missing, like they've been erased.
Aliens.
I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I'm trying to debunk this. I am saying to myself, the ray shooting from the motion sensor was not directly on that area enough to set off whatever got there. But that just doesn't sound right to me.
No.
Okay. So did the camera malfunction somehow? Well, it got me on the tree. It got me placing it. Right? Like
I wonder, like, supposedly, like, according to the other Bigfooters that have this problem.
there's me right here. There's my big head and the red shirt that I was wearing.
See, we know that when we were there
That's when I
that
placed
day
them.
putting the cameras up,
Uh-huh.
we know they were there. We were hearing them. They were whistling.
Right.
They were doing all kinds of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's when they started messing with the camera right then.
I don't know.
And they got after the food, like, right after we left.
I don't know. I can't say.
I mean, they were messing with your wife. They made her sick. I mean, it just, I don't know.
you know, I really haven't looked at these pictures to see if we.
I wonder if you can zoom in there.
Hold on, let's see. You know, I really haven't looked at see if we got anything. Hold on, guys.
I think you can zoom in.
Oh no, I can zoom in, but I'm trying to. Okay, there's me.
Oh, see if anything's moving around.
Yeah, moving around outside. Right now, I'm changing the pictures left, going like right here. All right, that's us. This is on the 27th, right here. This was on the 30th. So let's go back to the 27th. I just don't see any. Can you guys see anything? I'm moving the camera little by little, or switching the pictures to see if there's anything out of place. They're moving out of place. Changing. That's me. Let me go back. I don't see anything.
We actually have some ideas for some different camera techniques that we've come up with. Maybe we won't have this problem next time, because we're gonna try to.
This is what we're gonna do.
Conceal the camera.
Is we're going to go back up like pretty dang soon, because it's not that far anymore. All right, and I mean literally, I could probably do this after work if I wanted to. I could take a run up there right after work.
That's true, Lone Wolf. That right there.
What?
A lot of Bigfooters, they even have the cards missing out of the camera, and you know, like just all kinds of weirdness with cameras and Bigfoot.
Okay. So my ideas, when we go back up, which will probably be within the month, probably sooner than that, we're going to videotape us doing all this, and we're going to show you my ideas. I have some killer ideas. We're going to, hopefully we're going to make these Bigfoots really comfortable with us. I think I'm going to leave the weapons behind. I'm going to see if I can get some good shots, some photographs of something. We're going to leave the weapons behind, and we're going to see if we can really get close to these things. And I'm going to feed them like they've probably been never fed before. I'm going to make them my friends, and let's see what happens. I'm going to try it. I think we found a great spot for all this to happen. So, all right. Is Heidi on by any chance? I'm gonna have to get up there and change that around real quick too. So, all right. So there you go. Again, I'm still waiting for answers on the stickers.
Usually Heidi will come in chat, but I haven't seen her yet.
Okay, you haven't seen her yet? Okay. So I'm still waiting for the ideas and the stickers. Anybody have suggestions on the stickers yet?
No, everybody's they're doing what we're doing. They don't know.
Okay.
I mean, the only thing everybody could go to is back to what other Bigfoot researchers have had happen, and it goes right with that.
This
you know what I mean? Like,
David had this happen, and a lot of Bigfoots has happened where they'll leave offerings, and the Bigfoots will leave something in return.
Yeah.
Okay. So what if these Bigfoots, instead of going and finding something, they just left the stickers as a thank you?
Actually, we haven't tried gifting there yet. Maybe we should.
You would think that the food would be gift enough, wouldn't it?
Kind of, but only they like shiny things.
Okay, well then I'm gonna go to the dollar store.
Remember the key?
Yeah, well I'm gonna go to the dollar store, and you can buy these little bags of rocks that are like really cool, and I'll buy like 5 of them, and I don't know, like $1 a piece.
Yeah.
And we'll place them there with the fruit and all that kind of stuff, and let's really make these guys really good friends. Danny just sent me a message. All right, what is it? Bluetooth audio, Paranormal Central. What? Bluetooth audio. What the heck? Is this you, Danny? You're in your vehicle and Bluetooth audio. Oh, this is probably off a live stream. Is that what you're doing? He just sent me this, Danny. And it's off of his Bluetooth, off of his car.
So he's watching. He can watch it.
He's listening to audio on Bluetooth. I don't get what that is. But
so that means he's listening to live stream in his car through the Bluetooth of his phone.
And it's actually registering Paranormal Central.
Sweet.
I guess. I don't know. He'll have to tell me how to do that though. Not unless you programmed it that way. I'm not sure. So. All right. Okay. I had to work yesterday and today. I just got home at 4 o'clock and took a shower, and so I really didn't prepare much. I thought to myself, this Apple gate was enough. Yeah. Was enough to really sink your teeth in, because this is some good stuff here, you guys. Oh. And I was going to put my hand on the Bible and say, this is all the truth. I'm not true. I am not going to make things up. I am not. That's one of the reasons why I took Mike with us and his son. I didn't know his son Joshua was going up. But, and I was going to have Mike actually come on, but he's at the movies right now. So we'll have him come on next week really quick just to say, hey, I was there. That was him. Dude, the stickers were on the floor. Matter of fact, Josh was, I think, the one who found the stickers in the first place. And he said, look, there's stickers here. And then I noticed, whoa, they were from the apples. So this is some good stuff here, you guys. This is some awesome stuff. And we're going to keep bringing it. All right? And there are going to be people out there who are going to slam us for hoaxing this, They're going to slam us for anything that they can find. Again, any good reason for them to slam us, they're going to
It's
slam
like,
us.
what's new?
You know. Somebody just said, get tiny spy cameras, government following you, erasing the pictures.
Could be.
You know,
They would
that
have to-
has definitely crossed my mind.
Yeah, especially where we are. We're close to the Helms project.
When we were driving down the 4-lane, there was a white SUV in front of us with no stickers. It was a California government truck, and there was a female driving it. But she was right in front of us. And as soon as we got down to the bottom, check this out. And Mike can verify this, and Robert can verify it. But on the way down the 4-lane, we looked over to the side, and there was this a 4-door truck, big ass truck with a camper shell, and there was 2 police officers that looked like CHP, but one, as we were driving by, one was looking in the back and the other one was looking away from us towards just doing something like this, like not looking at us, like just like didn't want us to notice them.
Right.
And then all of a sudden there was this white SUV in front of us, a government plate, and it didn't have any stickers on there, and it had 1 antenna on top. And I said, "You guys, look at that!" And Mike goes, "Holy crap!" And he was freaking out. And then behind us, as soon as we got down to the 4-lane, that truck, that SUV that was in front of us, made a left. And then we made a right, and there was another SUV behind us following us. And it went down for a while, and then it pulled off. But that is not the first time that we've spotted white vehicles following us.
No.
Okay.
And
Now,
usually when we're getting in a hot area,
right?
that's when all that starts happening.
I'm just thinking. I mean, really, are these government guys? Are they really going to go and erase the pictures?
I don't think they did.
We're talking major conspiracy, guys. You guys know that I'm into conspiracy, but that's just going way
I think the
out.
Bigfoots are I think they can do that. I think they could do that.
I don't know about that
how they
either.
do that.
I don't know about that either. I mean, I'm still trying to figure out what happened to the pictures from 6/22 to 6/27. There was 5 days with no pictures at all. The food is not even there where I placed it, and there's no pictures of me putting the food there.
Man, I haven't had time, but I'll try and make time in the next few days. Maybe I could find like a bunch of clips of this happening and edit it all together, and then next week we'll run some clips of people with camera problems exactly like what we're having.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it shouldn't take me long because usually I have all that all favorited because
On YouTube videos or what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like sometimes I'm trying to understand what's going on with us, and there's not a lot out there, but what I do find corroborates what's happening to us a lot of times, man. A lot.
Okay. Well,
And then I get to talk with other people too sometimes that are been at it for a long time, and they corroborate it too. I mean, they tell me straight up, but I mean, I know how the trolls are. I mean, we've never made them happy. We've shut them up, but we've never made them happy. I mean, but we're not happy either. You know what I mean? Like, we think we can get this, and we keep trying. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm thinking we can't go back up this week because my son's birthday and graduation party is next weekend, so we won't be able to go. I'm thinking maybe during the week after that I'll take a run up there really quick. And I think I'm going to implement my box of fruit idea. We'll do that first. And then we'll get that going for a couple of weeks, and we'll pile the crap out of, what I'm going to do. And I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to do now, but when we get there, we're going to videotape it, and then we'll show it to you on the following show. Okay, guys? It's just, you know what? People are watching us, and I don't mind. Again, you know me. I don't mind giving you guys ideas, like I did last week with the camera on the suspenders. I had it on, but I didn't get anything because there was nothing to catch. All right, but it worked fine. It worked absolutely fine. But my other ideas are going to be pretty damn cool, and I want to, get them on video and show it to you first, so that way you guys all know if you guys see them again, that's ideas, then I'm the one who started it, and because it takes money to put these ideas together and to implement them. It's just not, every trip up there, it's pretty expensive, all right, because of gas and food, lunch, and there's so much that entails us to go up there for just one day, all right. So let's continue on at 7:15 again. This is the only stuff that I wanted to show you tonight because the stickers is freaking cool. This is stuff that people have been trying to get for their lifetime of investigating.
Lots of people like David Ragosa. He actually doesn't go out like he used to because he's chasing shadows and myths or something. I mean, he probably knows more than all of us what they're capable of and everything, but he's been made fun of so much he chooses to say they don't exist and
keep all the information to himself.
Right.
Yeah. And I understand that. He's a high school principal, so he has to keep a lot of that to himself. He already got in trouble one time for it when he was working at the Central School District. They told him to mellow out because teachers were getting mad at him. Bigfoots or high school principals should not be in the mountains looking for imaginary monsters that don't exist. What are you trying to tell our children?
And I know some people that have divorced over this. They go out as soon as they see one, it changes their whole world, and then they go out and they go out and they go out, and pretty soon they're divorced over that and lost jobs, and their whole life is
changed. Yeah,
it's Bigfoot, centered around Bigfoot, and that's
I wish that I was a gazillionaire and I didn't have to work.
Yeah,
because this would be my job. I would go, okay, wife, I'm going to work. Yeah. I'd go up, leave at 8, come back at 4. All right, I'm home every day.
Yeah, go park a fifth wheel up there and then leave it with a bunch of cameras running out the windows.
Yeah, we thought about that actually, but
yeah.
Okay.
Like I want to leave some cameras in your truck, like with security cameras, but only inside, facing out, because they won't see them right away. You know what I mean? I don't even. But will the EMF mess with them on the tower lines?
We would have to take them out there and plug them in and try them, and don't know.
I know that the camera that had the food, it was way far away from, it was a good 2 football fields or 3.
Right.
They were way far from the lines.
Right.
So far, no Heidi.
You know what? Yeah, Heidi will probably come on at about 7:30.
Yeah.
Anybody want to call in and give us their 2 cents on the stickers? Phone number is 559-269-2244. 559. Oh, I'm sorry, I gave you the wrong number. 559-916. No, that's the wrong number too. Holy right. Okay, here it is. This is the right number. 559-287-8367. 559-287-8367. The last 4 numbers represent the letters UFOS. UFOs. So it's 287 UFOs. The area code is 559. So if you want to call and give me some insights on your theory on what could have taken those stickers off and ate the apples and left the stickers there, I would greatly appreciate it, because I have tried. I have lost sleep over it, thinking of what could have done that. I've even used the theory of Lauren Coleman's homeless person, but that just doesn't quite fit here at all. Homeless person would not be here. Any animal to start eating the apple would have ripped right through those stickers.
Yep.
I mean, there was no leftover apple stuck to these stickers. These stickers were peeled off, you guys. All right? Yeah. So anybody want to call in again? Are you chicken? Or maybe you guys know.
Are you yellow? No.
Or you guys know exactly what I think took those stickers off. And there you go. Ohio.
Ohio, it's the Rev.
Ohio, who's this?
Is this Jeff from
Um,
Paranormal Central?
I don't know.
Central?
Let me check. Yep, it's Jeff.
This is the Rev Report. My name's Rev. I was on Dark Matters for a while. I'm a Bigfoot researcher here in Ohio, Salt Fork region, paranormal researcher for 20 years. What you got there is the Bigfoots are using their pineal gland to basically delete your SCD cards, and then from the air they're using their drones from Fresno's underground base to basically delete your cards. You got the defense agency guys, probably those are the guys in the white vans that are following me right now, going up there in cloaking gear and taking out your SD cards. They know your show very well. That's their department, their agency of the Department of Defense. They are highly advanced. They have about $28 trillion budget worldwide. They are involved in Black NASA. They have a base on the moon, other places. I have confirmed this with people at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. My family works at NASA, and that's a cover. NASA's a cover. Bigfoot is very real. Bigfoot has lived on this planet for longer than Adam and Eve. They've lived on other planets. If you talk to Travis Walton, he saw Bigfoot when he was abducted and taken to the ship. Bigfoot works on ships. He's highly smart. He has a one-hide a brain that is not like ours, two sides. It's one brain. He uses 90% of it. So if you're in 90% brain power, you can imagine what Bigfoot can do. You're getting juveniles, which are an ape type. They act like apes, but they're not apes. They are human species that the government sure knows about. And I've been researching. I've seen them in Salt Fork. They don't like campfires. They don't like any electronics. If you have electronics on you, they will sense it from 2 miles away. I've confirmed that with many people in the field. We see more Bigfoots in northern Ohio than anywhere in the eastern country. They are here because of Wright-Patterson. They get on board UFOs quite frequently and are being used in our quadrant of space-time for all kinds of labor. They are extremely smart. They have their families in the woods here. They live in the woods. They like this planet. They are being exterminated and being taken slowly off the planet because there's too many of us. And there's other things going on in the world. But I've loved your show since you started on Blog Talk Radio. Keep up the good work, guys. I'm going to go off the grid here very soon due to the guys are after me pretty hard.
Right.
And you guys have a good show, man.
Thank you, man.
Peace.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks, Rev.
See ya.
He's gone.
Blog Talk Radio. You know how long that was?
Yeah. Well, I've been knowing this guy.
I've known for a while.
Yeah. I mean, he's legit, and he believes everything he's saying. I mean, he's, what would you call, committed. You know what I mean? Like, he follows everything. Some people think he's way out there. He takes one thing that I would do if I was him is I wouldn't take the trolls so serious. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
I mean, we get attacked left and right. You just can't let them get to you. You know.
As far as I know, these trolls might be them. The
It could
government
be.
just trying to piss us off. Say, you know what? I'm done. I am out of here.
I mean, that is what they try to do. I mean, there's sometimes I'm spitting fire over what I read, and then I think, okay, that's just one person out of the thousands, you know, and I have to remember that, like, don't get ticked until 1,000 people or more said it.
And we're not asking you guys to start being trolled out there to be funny. Stop it.
Yeah,
But
no,
no,
I
you
mean,
know
I
what?
feel sorry
But-
for him though, because his life got turned upside down. You know,
These trolls that are trolling us, they're just making me want to work harder to come back and show you guys stuff that will just amaze you. Like these stickers. I mean, these stickers, if you really think about it, they're really nothing. But something peeled them off
Yeah.
and ate them.
You know what's kind of different with him and us is we'll be packing guns, we'll be packing cameras, we'll be having all the stuff, and they'll still be messing with us. You know what I mean? Like I that's one of the rubs with the other Bigfoot people. You know, they come to the conclusion you have to put all that stuff away, and then you have Bigfoot interactions, right? We have tons of Bigfoot interactions and
With
recordings.
guns,
I mean,
with
we'll be
electronic.
packing 44 Magnums and we have cameras going and recorders out there. I mean, we have not like let off on any of that, and it hasn't done. I don't know, like if we stop doing it, if it would increase, or if we would like have them walk right up to us or something. But only what I love about Bigfooting is I can't walk sometimes, and they come to me. Even with guns and cameras and everything, they're right there. Like you could throw a rock at them and hit them if you could see them. But they're there. I mean, they make it very clear. And then like what's really weird to me is when we get preoccupied with something else, like lunch, we'll be sitting there and then we're just chatting. Like a few minutes ago, we're like,
Then you hear a,
yeah, it's like, oh boys, we're not done playing yet. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, over here, I'm over here.
and we'll go, did you hear that? Now, when we were up there, Mike and Joshua, they heard a big boom. And Josh and Mike looked at each other, and I guess Mike felt it on the ground.
Whoa, okay.
Okay, now I didn't feel anything because that's just me. I don't, this stuff.
Right.
You have to be right in front of me for me to feel or see it.
Or hear it even.
Or hear
Like,
it,
I'm the
yeah, I
same.
know.
I can't hear you.
I can't hear that well either. But it felt like, to him, it felt like a big old log fell on the ground, and the vibration, they felt it. Because they both turned around at the same time, and they said, did you just feel that or hear that? And I'm going, I didn't hear anything, because I was in the car trying to get them.
Well, I mean, they do knock over the trees. I mean, there's a bunch of them knocked over. I even knocked one over.
Yeah,
I was like over there.
No, you're right. Somebody is saying,
know.
I've got DNA on this potato. And you're
Yeah,
right, I do.
yeah.
I've got DNA right here, but I don't have the money to get it tested.
No.
And I don't have somebody who I can trust to get it tested, because I don't.
Right.
I don't have the trust in anybody now to test this stuff. You just don't, man. There's one person who did the testing for us on the windows, and I'm still a little leery about him, to be honest. But you're right. I've got DNA here. I don't know what to do with it. Okay? I mean, I could take it where? I could give it to who? Melba Ketchum? And sign my life away? Like she
Really,
wanted.
it becomes her evidence.
And that's, sign it away like she wanted me to give her the DNA from the windows. But but I have to sign the papers and say I am giving the rights from this DNA to her. You're out of your freaking mind.
Yeah, and then it becomes part of her project, and
Yeah.
they all the DNA is what it's
All the-
theirs now.
Yeah.
They don't name anyone else after that.
Absolutely. And for those who don't know, that's what Melba Ketchum does. Or in order for her project, she wants DNA from you, but when you send it to her, you have to sign the DNA to her, and it's hers now, and you don't get credit for squat. That's why I never sent her my DNA from the windows, because I would have what if that was the golden ticket? They would have never came back and said it was from Jeff's windows. Never in a million years.
Right.
So that's why, and people slammed me for that.
Well, I put a video up. It's on our YouTube. It shows us in the place where we were testing the DNA. It shows all the little tools that you use. It actually shows the DNA in the gel, where it's like it cruises like through electric thing. I mean, there's a little short video. If you go to last week's show, I put all these little videos all in the comments because people were saying, is that all you got? Like, not really. We have a lot of stuff. It's just all scattered around, and I just like put it all together. Yeah, there's a Heidi.
Okay, let me activate the.
We're going to activate Heidi. Heidi's clone. Yeah, I mean we've done some of the best stuff is like from the Thule Reservation and the big old giant screams that we got in the spot. I mean, that was some serious stuff right there. I'm not kidding.
What's the matter?
So am I ready to
Yeah, let's
call her up?
go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Call her up.
Do, 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 do.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Hey, hey. I hear her. What is it? Sounds weird.
Oh, you know
wait a
what?
minute.
The cord not plugged in. It's right there on the ground. That audio?
This one?
Yep, plug it in right there at the very end.
Okay, now.
All right. Heidi?
Got it.
All right.
You guys there?
Yeah, we're here.
Yeah.
Woo-hoo.
Wait, I'm going to try
How's
to
it
get you up
going?
on the screen now. Let's see.
Let's get you. Hold on.
I'm back in the chat room.
In the chat room?
Yes.
Oh,
in
cool.
the chat. Because like for the past 2 shows I couldn't get in there. It was bizarre. It kept me out. I was booted.
Huh. That's weird.
How are you guys doing?
We are doing good.
Yippee!
There you go. A little crooked, but oh well. We'll
You
live.
guys made
There
me
we
cry.
are. Yay. And I even see Heidi. Yay.
Oh, it says lost signal in the.
It'll come up right now.
Okay.
You got a delay, so. What's going on, Heidi?
Well, I hear a lot of like pops outside, but I'm used to gunshots. I'm just curious if they're actually fireworks or not.
Oh.
Huh?
In my neighborhood, we lay under the bed for 2 days. Yeah.
What? Oh, yeah. Well, see, you live in Chicago, and
Oh my God.
there's like a killing every 5 minutes, right?
Well, just about. And this is the deadliest weekend of the year in Chicago.
It's a gun zone. I mean, you guys aren't allowed to own guns over there, and they have the most shootings and killings ever.
Well, we're just testing them out. That's all.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Just clearing out the barrels. We like to maintain our guns here. We're bigger than Texas as far as that's concerned. Just
All right,
kidding.
all right. I'm.
So what's new with you guys? Bigfoot got your tongue?
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been pretty busy. I actually been enjoying it. My wife's gone on a extended vacation. Hi, wife, and all the people with her and grandkids and everybody. But it's been allowing me to get a whole bunch of stuff done that I haven't been able to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I overdid it a couple of times. Put me on the bed for a little while. I hate that part.
Yeah, that's no fun.
But I got a lot of work done on my car. Like it's really close to being shifting properly now.
Well, you could be flat on your back doing work on your car, so I
I
can see that
wish.
working.
Some of it was. But you know what, it'll take the normal person a couple hours. It'll take me 3 days.
Oh,
You know what I mean? I just can't go out and do that like I used to,
not a young whippersnapper anymore.
And then today, I had a friend that we grew up together, and we in school, and we studied martial arts and all this stuff. And he kept on and became an instructor to martial arts for till recently, and he passed away. He was out, and I mean, he's really healthy and everything, but he was out in this 100 and whatever heat and had a massive heart attack. And then it makes you think, when you're the same age, and I already have 4 stents in my heart, so like I am gonna be careful about this heat,
Goodness. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That's you just never know.
You don't. And he's healthier than me. I mean, this guy is always eating right, and Mr. Buff everything,
Yeah, I hear you. Well, I hear people getting run over and whatever, and I'm like, here I survived a large piece of shrapnel being tossed at my car, and my head's not connected. So I figure I figure when it's my turn, God's gonna know right where to aim, like somewhere over this area. So I feel like I have things to do, maybe. So I think keeping that attitude, Alan, is probably the best.
Well, I read somewhere it's in the Bible, and it's something that I thought about ever since I was a little kid. Even you can do whatever to extend your life, like eat right and exercise and all that, but it doesn't add really one more day to your life. When it's your time to go, it's time to go. You know what I mean? And God is the one that calls that day.
So true. I could tell you guys a really weird story. I don't even know how to categorize this, but I think I've told you guys. I've had people over the years contact me and say, "I've seen you in my dream" or something. It's bizarre, and I have these so-called dreams where I remember showing up to somebody and talking to them about certain things, and I showed up to this one girl, African American lady, that was crying in her boyfriend's bedroom because a bullet came through the wall and hit him in his sleep.
Oh,
and she felt guilty about it because she had insisted for so long to rearrange his room, and she was just like, if I only hadn't done that, And I remember sitting next to her and saying, had you not done it, would have hit him where he was before. It was just like one of these things that, the bullet was meant for him, and it was just such a strange thing. And I remember it so distinctly, what she looks like and everything. And
did you ever meet her in real life?
I didn't. No.
Interesting.
No. Yeah, I've had several of those, and then have people, contact me and say, "Whoa, I almost fell off my chair when I saw your picture. I've seen you in my dreams," or something. I had people from Canada. I mean, just the strangest things. So I don't know how to categorize that. What is that?
I don't know. I get that too, that real strange thing. And then I don't dream usually, but when I do dream, it seems like there's a message all the time. And then stupid me, I can remember, and 3 days later I could barely remember, and I really need to write it down.
I understand that. I had a dream of the World Trade Center going down from the planes hitting it, and I'd forgotten all about it. And then a couple years later, I bumped into my friends. They were in Arkansas, and they're like, "Remember, you told us about your dream about the planes in here and happened." I was like, "Really?" It's like, I totally forgot.
That's cool.
Oh, okay.
What a trip.
That is a trip.
When you have somebody like that come in, remember, you're a terrorist. Heidi, you're a terrorist.
No.
Man. Have anybody been telling... I've been getting overrun with dreams the last year or so, and everybody's telling the same one. It's some tsunamis and weather and...
It's crack.
Weird attacks, like bombs or something like that going off in the United States.
Yeah.
And some of them name the cities and some of them don't know where they're at. But I've heard so many of these tsunami ones, it's like getting almost unreal. Mm-hmm. I mean, in the hundreds.
What's with all these UN vehicles on the road lately?
I don't know.
A lot of video of in Virginia on the East Coast of these UN vehicles, and it has been confirmed because for those who don't know who the Drudge Report is, that he is a news, I don't want to say news agency, but the stuff that he puts up on his website, it's legit.
Usually vetted.
It's a go. I placed some UN vehicles on trailers going down the freeway in Virginia, and I forgot what the other East Coast. And then a day later, Drudge went ahead and placed them on his wall, on his website. Not saying that he got them from me; they're all over the Facebook. But he will place stuff like that on his website when he sees that a lot of people are talking about it. He needs to jump on the bandwagon, and he just won't place it on there unless he confirms and vets it. And yeah. So what is with these UN vehicles?
I don't know. I know there's a lot of them.
So that's just telling you right there that you guys better be ready for anything.
Well, I have my sister out on the road in a truck, so if she sees anything,
oh yeah,
man.
she's the one who sent us that video of that whatever was top secret aircraft or UFO on that flatbed. And
that was her.
That was her. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they crisscrossed the United States like all week. Like 1 week they're in New York, and then Texas, and then Oregon, and I mean they're all over the place, and they get good videos.
Yeah, you gotta rig her vehicle with like cameras all the way around.
Well, we were talking about we were talking about putting a dash cam for sure.
Yeah.
You know, because they see stuff all the time.
Nowadays with cell phones, though, that's how they got this. With cell phones, so it's not bad. So, all right, hey Heidi, tell everybody who you are and what you're about and where you're at and who you are and all that stuff.
It's too late now. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Hey. All in. I was like,
well, you know what? Let me tell you something, Heidi. We are. I mean, this is the honest to God truth, and you can check the numbers. We are gaining 1,000 subscribers every week on live stream.
Amazing.
Isn't that crazy? We are at 28,000 right now, and by Thursday we'll be at 29,000, and a week later we'll be at 30,000. Is that crazy?
That's amazing.
That's blowing me away.
It's finally we're starting to gain the numbers.
And you guys are about ready to like move over someplace else.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of things happening, so we're getting ready. We're getting ready. So things very exciting times ahead of us. If the world doesn't blow up or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah. So, all right, go for it, Heidi. What's going on?
I want to let people know that I am like the guy or the gal that collects all of the odd stories that are going on out there. Anything and everything out of the ordinary. I do my best to pull stuff together, and I have a good time doing it. I learned so much too. And I welcome you guys, if you've experienced something out of the ordinary, to feel free to write me at oddadvicehh at gmail.com, and I welcome you to visit my main website, which is HeidiHollis.com. I always have this saying, and you guys should know it by now, but I always say I'm someone who's been there, seen that, experienced it, freaked out, found some answers, wrote about it, got over it, and now I'm trying to help other people do the same thing and understand this world of ours. So, I've got some pictures that I sent over to you guys.
Got them.
I forgot to send the video links. I'm like, oh, duh, how could I forget to do that? I just had so many pictures I attached to that email. But this is interesting. So this is footage. Well, you know what? I'm going to send you the link over. I don't know if you can do it on Skype.
No, I can't do it. Well, I might knock everything out of whack. So sorry.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah. So, okay, I got picture number 1 up right now.
We barely made it on the air today, so we don't want to mess around.
No.
Gotcha. Finely balanced machine here. So this is a recent UFO sighting. I thought was just really fascinating. The video is incredible. I'll post it. I'll send you the link on Facebook. How's that?
Okay.
So if people want to check it out, they can
put it on my wall. And,
that's what I'll do.
Okay.
So this is from, God help me if I can't pronounce this. I don't know Spanish. Popocatépetl volcano in Mexico.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Mm-hmm.
June 19th, this happened this year. And, I believe this is that really active volcano that they're always catching UFOs popping up over there. And this footage, this video, was just you saw a little blip on the first one. And then the next one, it's like a little mini explosion of them just creeping up, and they're just kind of swimming into the picture. It's like as you go through the clips there, it's just absolutely mind-blowing and very distinctive lights. Oh, shootings. Okay, no, I'm sorry, fireworks.
What? Are you sure?
Heard some strange poundings outside my window. I'm like, oh, never mind. I don't live in the bad neighborhood, but I swear shootings happen all over this city. It's crazy.
Yep.
It's really sad. In our most prestigious neighborhood, downtown, shooting right there in broad daylight. Just horrible. So anyways, yeah. So Aren't these really cool though? You see those?
Yeah.
They're on-
You know what's kind of cool is that we have a news anchor from Univision who's a friend of mine on Facebook, and he's the lead anchor on the weekends for Univision. And yesterday he was talking about volcanoes and UFOs, and lo and behold, I didn't know, but he has been researching UFOs for 20 years. And right now I'm talking with them because he was talking about the recent volcano UFO. So I'm thinking this has got to be it.
Yeah, this is it. Yeah, there was actually a news video as well that I saw on YouTube.
This has got to be
pretty
it.
Fascinating stuff. So, okay. And then, so as you go to, I think it was, you said Univision? I think it was
Yeah.
Univision.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I think it was Univision that I saw as well. But this was just the raw footage clip that I got here. And the next one, this is cool. This was from Poland.
Poland.
I am not even going to attempt this word. Oh my gosh. This is June 12th of this year that this took place. Wegorzew. Wergazowie. I don't know.
Got me.
But again, I'll send you the video link for this to post on your Facebook page. And it was pretty fascinating because it just looked like this person knew that this certain area had activity going on. And they're like just sitting there with their camera waiting for things to show up. And this first clip photo shows these two little like dots. But it actually, on the video, it looked like just a moving ball of light going up. But when they slowed it down and I froze it, I'm like, whoa, it literally looked like a disc that kind of, interesting how UFOs can move when they spiral up, It's just really a cool video. And as they're sitting there, it looks like the same area as this video continues. These other two balls of light move in and they kind of hone in on it a bit to show. I'll tell you, it kind of looks like this diamond shape, same color of ship that I'd seen before, where I'd never seen or heard of such a thing before. It's like two pyramids, their bottoms connected, and it just glowing. The whole thing glowed just the same color, this kind of a light purple, violet color, just beautiful. Most beautiful ship I'd ever seen in my life. I didn't know such a thing existed. I can't imagine it, like somebody being inside of it. I mean, like it's alive itself. That's what I felt. It just looked like it. And then as the video continues, I mean, some more UFOs come into play, and it's just like amazing. It's in the same vicinity, and the very last photo shows kind of like the sky. The area that they just seem to be sitting there waiting for something weird to show up. So that's just an amazing video too. So I just
cool.
was blown away. And this is pretty recent stuff. So gotta love it.
Right on.
Man, they are pretty.
I wish we had more UFO reports out here in the in Fresno. Before we used to have a lot.
Yeah.
And now it's just quiet, man.
Well, I've been getting them, but they're not. It's like people like I run into, and they seen the show on TV or whatever,
right?
And then they start telling me the same places, Sanger, Selma, the rivers, both rivers, Kings River, San Joaquin River, and then lately Dinky Mountain.
Huh.
So I mean we're having them, and I seen 3 just only like this last month myself. I've been outside all the time trying to get things done, and bam, I've been seeing stuff.
Oh.
And
Cool.
I was actually on the phone with Lone Wolf and seen 2 one night after the other night.
Cool.
In a row.
Cool. You have any cool stories there, Missy?
I do. I've got this really, really cool story that this comes from the website. By the way, those the photos of the UFOs come from latest-ufos.com. I love that site. It's really awesome.
Cool.
And they seem to get mostly legit folks on there, but you never know. This next story comes to us from skyshipsovercashiers.com. Really interesting lady that runs that, Mary Joyce. I've actually had a chance to talk to her on my show. Really fascinating stuff going on. I can't remember which state she's in, but I want to say West Virginia. I don't know something. But anyway, so this is the story that's on her site. And this is what it says. Michael Johnson has been surfing since he was 10 years old. You got that first picture up there that goes with this story. Surfing since he was 10 years old, and his passion for riding the waves is taking him to the shores of many countries. In the 1980s, when he and a friend were on the coast of Belize, they decided to travel inland to visit the Mayan ruins at Tikal, Guatemala. They experienced so much more than they ever expected. And this is a quote. "We just happened to arrive there when a big full moon ceremony was going on. It was kind of a magical place and real primitive then. Just before sunset, we climbed up Temple 4, which is the highest structure in Tikal. A lot of people were up there, a sundown party almost." I'm like, oh, sundown party. All right. That's a lot of drunk. I'm just kidding.
Sundowners.
So the sun goes down and the full moon pops up, and the triple canopy jungle about 120 feet below us came alive with animals, birds, flocks of toucans, and monkeys. It was all so enchanting. We were the last ones to leave. The life of the party. As we were climbing down the pyramid, here come the guards. They asked us, "Is anyone else up there?" We said, "Yeah." And as the guards climbed up the pyramid, we took off into the jungle and hid. We were supposed to be out of there by then, but we stayed at the ruins all night taking photos. As it was getting towards sunrise, we were sitting in the Plaza Major, thinking we should leave when animals from the jungle, Cotamundi, small foxes, marsupials started coming out of the jungle and checking us up. Okay, I guess they felt we were no threat. When we looked over towards one of them, we saw two very tall Nordic ETs, a male and a female, walking towards us. It wasn't like they were actually walking or hiking. They were gliding along towards us. You see I don't know if you see
that's okay. Stop right there. Stop right there.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you just say gliding?
Gliding.
Okay. Last Wednesday, and we've talked about it on the show about me, witnessing what I thought was a Bigfoot, and I said the thing was gliding like it was on a Segway. This is what I witnessed last Wednesday up in the mountains. And all of a sudden, matter of fact, Alan just looked at me when you said gliding, because that's exactly what we were thinking, the same thing.
Wow.
But, okay, continue.
Maybe Bigfoot holds the patent for the
Dude,
Segway.
I don't know.
Either that or he's really graceful.
Really? Like the invisible Segway, like Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Ooh. Don't be surprised the invisible jet and all that is real. And that, it just, fed us that information when we were enjoying Wonder Woman. All that crap is real, man.
Man, Shazam.
So they were gliding along towards us. They obviously knew we were there, but they made no attempt to look at us or acknowledge us. They just glided around us. They were about 7 feet tall. The man and the woman both had long, silver blonde hair. Their clothing was almost like plain Guatemalan clothes, maybe to better blend in. They were definitely different. After the couple disappeared behind the ruins, my friend and I looked at each other and we both said, "Wow, did you see that?" Why they made their presence known to us, I do not know, but I have had interest in UFOs since I saw my first one in Wilmington, North Carolina when I was 14 years old. And this gentleman has made his home in El Salvador since 1994. So I just thought that was a very...
Is that what I hear in your background, is explosions?
Yeah, did you hear some of those?
Yeah, I'm hearing them right now. I thought it was here.
No, I'm not hearing them right now. They stopped, but yeah, they're pretty.
They could
pretty
be happening out here.
I'm hearing booms.
I'm sleeping under my bed.
Okay, never mind. Go ahead, continue.
Just crash at Jeff's.
No way. He's 2-story. I'm gonna sleep under my bed. You get too high, that's where the bullets, fly.
My goodness. But then I included this picture at the end. You've seen these videos of people's eyes changing and whatnot, where are they reptilian or whatever. So I thought it was neat that that picture there of the Nordic, that drawing, and then that I don't know, she's a news reporter or something. The lady right afterwards is like, what the heck's wrong with her? She's got really large eyes, and they look kind of snake-like. Isn't that freaky?
Oh, that is okay.
Man, I've been seeing some weird videos like that. What's his name? The Beebs.
Justin.
And he got arrested, and they were taking pictures in his eye, a video, and his eyes were blinking sideways.
Oh, yeah.
In the video. Weird.
I think they slip up. I think they blend in pretty well, but I wanted to share. I'm a practicing occupational therapist, for people who don't know, and I ran into this speech therapist. She was a new hire, and I couldn't help but to stare at this girl. She was almost an albino, but she wasn't. She had sheer white hair, and her eyes were a blue like I have never seen on a human being before in my life. And she was pale, really, really smooth skin, like just not normal. She was pretty, but wow, I mean,
she was pretty weird. No.
Yeah, well, it was just like,
wow,
it was
that is
just
weird.
So, like, there was a light behind her eyes almost, like it was like almost purple violet kind of blue. It was weird, and I was like, where do you come from?
Yeah, take me to your leader. No.
Yeah, it makes you wonder though, because I'm like, wow, this is just, I've never seen such a thing. But I just think that these beings are popping in and they're pulling the wool over our eyes sometimes.
Well, I tell you now, I've been doing some research on this kind of stuff that you're talking about right here.
Yeah.
Usually way late in the night when I finally have time to do this stuff, but it'll be like 3 or 4 in the morning, and I actually have scared myself a few times. But it seems like to me that there is a DNA program going on with these aliens, which I don't think are really aliens. I think they're something else. But only they've been doing it for a long, long time. And at first, when they first started it, it was giants in the land, right? And it was kind of hard to hide those, But they have kept at it and kept at it. And when we talk to people that have been abducted, usually the abductors are going after reproductive organ stuff, and DNA, scooping the tissue and everything. And I actually believe that they are putting these things out here to infiltrate into our area, and take over the governments and take over really primo spots because they're smarter than everyone else.
They think they are.
Well, I mean, they have. They can do things like walk through walls, and but they don't show it to everybody. But they can do these things, and then when they abduct you, they can take you right through the wall. Yeah. Into the wherever they take you.
I've heard many stories about that, about these things coming through walls.
Yeah.
Jamar and I forgot her name, but stories here in Fresno.
Oh, I've seen some things and talked to people too. It's crazy. But what is that scientific fact, supposedly, when you get down to the atoms, that there's more spaces than there is solid material when it comes to a wall?
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah. So there's a way around things.
Right.
Way around.
And I think it's just like a frequency issue type thing. Like the wall would be like so dense, frequency would be dense. And then they speed up your frequency and your molecules, and then you just kind of go right through.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, when you think of some of the cattle mutilations and how their technology is able to divide the cells without cutting them, but to split the tissue to grab what they want, but they are not damaging one cell. They're not causing bleeding. They're getting around it. So they know the way around. I mean, we just need the recipe and we'll get around them too.
Yeah. Well, I have a feeling we're leading into a big, huge, like, war that's coming. And I think it's happening right now. Like, if you get Gen 1 or Gen 2 goggles, night vision goggles, you could actually see it in the sky happening right now. And it's like kind of like triangles and stuff like that, and they're having a battle. When they have that, I have a feeling that's going to break through into our reality here not long from now. We're actually seeing it all set up, being set up by our own president and our own government. I mean, they're all waffling on everything, and they're bought by somebody and ran by something because they keep doing weird stuff. Was that your?
Yes. You heard that.
And what floor are you on? You're like probably
on the 5th floor.
You're like eye level with it.
Oh, that was outside?
That was outside.
Holy crap! You get underneath the desk.
Yeah, she's gonna sleep under her bed.
I heard that. I thought something fell off the bookshelf or something in there.
Not Lake Michigan at all, and so everybody's partying on the beach, and it's wild. It was wild.
That's
So
funny.
So you could see that from your apartment, the beach, and all that.
You know what? Not so clear. No. I used to live in a place where it was right there. It was so awesome.
I like that one.
Doc!
Here comes the Lone Ranger. No.
Okay, just throwing that in there. Sorry. That's you know what? That's good. That's real.
Yeah.
That's gonna be your new sign in when you come on. It's Heidi from the war zone. Oh God.
Put one in the chamber there.
That's it.
We'll keep one just for safety.
Just for safety.
Oh, okay. All right. What were we? Yeah, bombs exploding around your house. Yeah, that's pretty fun.
Goodness, man. I swear, I'm so glad I got back into I had to work on it today to get back into the live stream. It had locked me out for a couple of weeks here. I didn't know what the deal was, so I finally got it.
They've been I've got an update from them. They're changing live stream. They know there's a problem of people loading and having all, and they're trying to work on it. That's what they say to me, and there might be problems with everyone, and be patient. That's what they say.
And we get a lot of people say they're trying to watch us, but the wheel is just loading and they can't log on and just can't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I missed the past couple of shows. I'm like, I don't know what the guys are doing anymore. I think they're still alive over there.
Yeah, you have to watch YouTube like later.
Right. Yeah. See what's going on. My goodness.
Cool. So what else you got? You got anything else?
Oh, I always have emails. I don't know if you want me to read one.
Yeah, do an email.
All right, here we go. All right, this one says, Dear Heidi, my name is Rome. First, I'd like to give you a big thank you for allowing me to contact you, since it seems like any info on shadow people is strictly just people saying it's from lack of sleep and not listening anyways to people who ask questions. So thank you. Okay, this sounds familiar to me. I get some people that repeat emails to me, but I don't know if I've read it.
They think you didn't read it the first time.
Oh.
Yeah. Like when you get like 5,000 emails, you don't reply to all of them, And
well, I try my best, but I try to do it on reading on shows and stuff because it's just faster too.
Yeah.
And it might help others listening, so that's all good. All right, so they're saying my question is this. What does it mean to see reoccurring shadow people with red eyes while awake and while in daylight, and the figure I see is in the middle of my eyes with no issues, not from the corner of my eyes, and then disappears when I turn my head? I'm talking full on sight. To top this off, the figure doesn't have legs, just the mid-stomach and up with glowing like ruby colored eyes, long arms, and what looks like Dracula type fingers and hands. Mind you, this figure does not disappear when we both make eye contact. I would crap a brick. That's just nasty.
Yeah.
That's just crazy. Okay, they keep going on. Sometimes it smiles at me. Oh, come on. This is just getting worse. Oh, it smiles at me with what looks like teeth that you would see from a shark.
Great. I would be under my bed. Yeah.
Well, the bullets are coming from one side, Alan. Take a pick.
But he doesn't have any legs. He can't chase me.
Yeah. He can tuck and roll under the bed with you. Oh gosh. Okay, so it goes on. But the teeth are as black as the figure.
Ooh.
As if you can't see the actual teeth, but the color of the figure and the shape in which the teeth look like that of a shark. Oh God, this is gross. Okay, also this figure tends to follow me. I've seen it clear as day in the house, at my job, and even inside my church.
Oh, in the church.
That's crazy, right?
I don't think
there.
they're afraid of
Crazy.
churches.
That's crazy. It's very frustrating because it doesn't do like other shadow people that I've seen, move once you see it. But it just stays there with what looks like an evil grin. Don't know it if it's evil or not. Oh please, this is evil.
Man, it sounds like the Reaper.
For real, this is crazy.
Yeah.
And it remains in eye contact, or it will follow me if I leave a room. Man, no one else seems to see this figure, but whenever I mention it, some people that are around me say that it feels like it's hard for them to breathe, even though I don't feel it. I can only see or sometimes smell it. Ew. I'll smell things that I should not be smelling. Okay, things like flowers in a room that has no flowers in the whole house. All different types of flowers at different times. The smell of just pure stink, or the smell of certain foods, even though they haven't been in the house. No, I don't have lucid dreams. I get plenty of sleep, 10 to 12 hours a day. They just will not leave, and the one that scares me the most is the one I see the most, which is the same one that follows me, and it doesn't matter where I go to run, it continues to follow me. And this is the one with the red ruby glowing eyes. If you could shine some light on what I'm going through, would be a major big help. Thank you very much, Rome. And then he goes, P.S. This is no hoax, so please, unless you have some genuine real info that can help, please just don't respond. Again, thank you. Oh, and by the way, praying doesn't help. I've tried that a bunch of times, and it's still here. Oh, gosh.
He's something wrong with his prayers.
Something's not right.
I say he doesn't believe.
I think you're right. 'Cause,
Wow.
you know,
What a doozy. Here, Ellen, I'm going to toss this one to you first.
I would chase it down with a toothbrush or something. You know, like, come here, you little, I don't know. Only, actually, I think if for him is he needs to check himself.
Yeah.
Like, he needs to get in the Bible and start reading and check and see if something might be wrong with him. Like, he has something he's holding in himself that he doesn't want to let go of, and that thing is interested in that.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but usually when they come around, you bring them. You know what I mean? By what you're doing, your actions and stuff like that. Sometimes when you're praying a lot, and I actually believe that in the other realm, when the good ones start hanging around you and you don't know it because you can't see them, that attracts the attention of some of the bad ones. And but they'll let you see them because they're trying to scare you out of whatever it is you're going to do, or whatever these other entities are going to do with you or allow you to do. So it actually takes you off course of what, you know what I mean? You get caught up in that, and then you don't ever do whatever it was you were going to do, I mean, just from experience on that one.
Have you ever heard of such a freaky creature? That is like a nasty disgusting corpse floating around.
Man, I heard even weirder than that, but that one's nasty, all right.
Yeah. The red eyes, that just don't hear much with red eyes.
No,
Well, the
I
shadow
do
people-
occasionally.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially with the shadow guy, they have the red eyes,
Yes, shadow people in Hat Man, they have the
And
glowing red eyes.
Bigfoots, they have them too, and they could turn them off and on at will.
Yeah.
Like the Bigfoots can turn it off and on red, yellow, and green.
What?
Oh,
Yeah,
Christmas.
at will. I mean, like if it's angry, it's red. If it's like, I guess, wanting to project it's friendly to you, then it'll do yellow or green.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess to address it. Ooh, that was a big one outside. To address it, I mean,
Yeah. What is the
I've
date
not heard of
today?
This creature in particular, it comes across kind of shadow person-y. I mean, but shadow people don't always disappear when you look at them. I mean, if you see them, I've heard oftentimes of them coming straight at people and attacking them because they don't want to be seen. This thing seems to enjoy the hunt and irritating the heck out of this poor guy. Why he is attracted to you, yeah, just like Alan said, you got to find out what he finds so yummy in your vicinity, and find
It might be something he's looking at on the internet. It might be a book that or a series of books that he likes, or it might be some kind of Native American thing, that he's attached to.
Porn.
It could be porn. It could. Especially if it's like freaky porn. Like the weird
you mean
kind.
like Jared, the subway guy?
Not that I know anything about that. I just threw that out there.
I mean, but
Yeah.
it could be.
My goodness.
It's something bad, though.
There could be a cursed item in his home that
Could be.
Yeah.
really enjoys, and
And that we have, yes, that we have. A lot of people call the hotline, and I advise them of people like to go antique shopping, go to yard sales, and they bring home a lot of stuff, and sometimes a lot of that stuff is attached to something, and and I'll be on the phone for weeks with this person, going through things, putting it out to the backyard or the garage, getting away from the house until we finally find what it is.
Right.
Yeah.
And it takes a long time because these people who love antiques, it could be attached to anything, anything.
Just start smashing them up against the wall randomly.
A lot of them are really valuable.
Oh yeah.
And then when you finally find it, they're like,
oh,
I
no,
can't get
I
not
can't-
that.
yeah.
Not that one.
Right.
Not that one.
Yeah, but like get rid of it or die, because sometimes these things will make you sick and kill you. Like you'll slowly, all of a sudden, you'll have cancer and this and that, and next the person's dead.
Yep.
From these things. It's really weird.
It is. It really is. It's I don't know. There's so many different elements that could be what's pulling this thing towards this guy, and Ellen was saying, dig deeper into your faith. That, by the way, prayer doesn't work. Oh yes, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
It does. You gotta put a little bit more faith into it, and don't just give up. Like, whoops, I tried it. It's done. No, you gotta put your foot into it.
Right.
Well, I find like a lot of Christian people, they don't have any faith and they're not taught it right now, and they actually have idols and they don't even know it, and they'll go like, I don't have any idols, like I don't have anything sitting at home that I worship, but like look in your garage. I bet you have something out there that I bet you have something there, and maybe look at your bank account, and I mean there's a whole bunch of things that you could make an idol.
Truly.
Yeah, I mean it could be like your smile. Every time you walk by a mirror, you're so vain you gotta like smile and see your smile. I mean it could be that. You could be your God. You just have to think of it like.
I heard Alan flicks his hair every time he goes by the mirror.
Yeah, and I shake my little butt cheeks.
That was a good one, Jeff.
All right, that'll do it.
Oh goodness, man.
All right, Heidi. We will talk to you. Oh, that was loud. We'll talk to you next week.
Very cool.
All right. Wait. Look outside the door. All right. We'll see you next week, Heidi. Take care.
You can't stand in trouble. Bye.
Bye, Heidi.
See ya.
Oh my gosh.
Got a war zone going on in Chicago. Chicago. You better be careful, woman. So. All right, we've gone over a little bit, 11 minutes. Oh, we lost the signal, but I hate when that does that because we're pulling up the screen. All right.
Yep,
All right, a couple of things I want to announce really quick. It looks like we have found a local reporter, Jolene. She is going to be our official reporter for attending events that correspond to what we talk about here. She has now is now going to be representing Paranormal Central, and she holds a press pass, which allows her to get into different events that she's into what we talk about.
Right.
I mean, big time. So why not? I mean, she goes to these events all the time. So let's go ahead and make her an actual reporter for Paranormal Central. So last week she was at the Walking Dead at Universal Studios grand opening of their whatchamacallit. So she is going to come in next Sunday, and she's going to come in and talk about it, and show some pictures, and give us the insight on that new, I don't want to say a ride, but new, I guess it is a ride. I guess it's a ride, right? From the Walking Dead Universal Studios. So she's going to come in here, talk about that. And she has written a new book. She's going to come in and promote that as well.
Cool.
So we'll see her next week. I'm also working on Univision, the anchor, and I think we talked about that. But the anchor for Univision is into UFOs down here, and he is actually going to come into the studio and sit down here for 2 hours and talk UFOs. And this guy is into it, and I wouldn't be surprised, since this guy is the anchor for Univision, that he has some videos or maybe pictures that
Heidi
he can
says
show.
she has a press pass too.
Well,
like she can do some stuff from over there.
Well, why hasn't she?
I don't know.
You're fired.
Maybe we didn't ask her.
Gosh dang it, Heidi. Get with the story, woman. So, okay. And then don't forget, next, not in 2 Fridays from now, July the 15th, we are going to be at the screening of the 10/11/02 alien abduction documentary, which will be screened for the first time ever here in Fresno, California at the Crest Theater, July the 15th. Go to, tickets are $10. Go to eventbrite.com and get your tickets. They're $10. We will be there. I'm going to be emceeing. What does MC means? Masters of Ceremonies, right? Is that what that is? No? Anyways,
so,
I'm going to have the
something
microphone in
like
my
that.
head, the microphone in my hand, and I'm going to be in front of you guys and talking to you guys and giving you the scoop on this and talking with the abductees, the director. We're going to have questions and Q&A afterwards as well. They're going to be selling stuff there. It's open for all ages. So if you want to bring your kids, by all means do so. The movie is about an hour long. It is about 3 campers that went up to Courtright Reservoir, which is as the crow flies from our new spot in Wishon. And they were abducted for 2 nights on the date of October the 11th, 2002. That's the name of the documentary, 10/11/02. So get your tickets. We are going to be there, and I hope you guys will be there as well. They're going to have drinks, alcohol. Yeah, they're going to have alcohol and food and all that kind of stuff. So show up if you want to meet us. I don't know why, but you can show up.
They're running some kind of a promotion, and I have a link on my Facebook for it. Like, right. I can't remember what it is. I'm not allowed to play, but only.
Hey, Gib is calling in. Where does Gib live?
Holland.
Holland. Okay, we got Holland calling in really quick. Just make it quick.
Okay.
Gib.
Hey, Gib. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
I do that too. What's going on? Hey.
All right,
What's up?
I'm getting your feed's a bit slow here.
Oh.
I'm turning it down so I can hear you.
Okay. So yeah, and for those who
How's
don't
it
know,
going, Jim?
we're going good, man. How is Holland right now?
So what have you guys been talking about?
Well, wait a minute. Haven't you been watching the show?
Nope, he just popped in.
No, I've been playing pinball with my girlfriend. Sorry.
You're so fired. Well, go
I'll
back.
turn it down. It's offline.
It's not offline. We're still on, dude.
No, I'm talking to my girlfriend. I'm telling her to turn it down because we're.
Oh. Well, go back and watch the show for.
We're a few seconds behind.
Yeah. So, what time is it in Holland? What day?
It's about 5:15 or so. 5:17 or so.
On July 4th?
Yeah, it's July 4th now, I think.
Yeah. So,
It is Monday, yes.
yeah. Right on. Okay. All right. Hey, we're just about to go off.
Happy 4th of July to you and Jeff and Alan.
Thank you,
Right on,
sir.
dude. Thank you. All right, we're gonna let you go
Sorry, I'm a
because
bit
we're just.
drunk.
No kidding.
I'll join you in a minute.
No kidding.
All right.
I'm sorry. I always call when I'm drunk. Sorry.
That's because
I
our
love you
show
guys.
happens like at Party Central time.
I know.
Yeah. Give his plastered. He's Holland. He's watching us and getting drunk. Hey, if you can do it, right?
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah, do what you can do.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey,
Hol-
enjoy
all right,
life
Gib.
while you can.
All right, thanks.
Oh.
All right, thanks, dude.
I wish
Love
I
you,
could give you
brother.
guys a big hug.
Yep. Sending you a big cyber hug all the way across the pond.
Right on.
And find a Bigfoot for me.
All right, we're
you
trying.
got it.
We are trying. Trust me when I say we are trying. Now go back and watch the show so that
We're
way
gonna
you can
cut
see
his
what
hand
happened.
off and send it to you. That way, we'll prove it.
Yeah. So, all right, Gib. We'll talk to you later. All right.
Cool. Hey, love
All right.
you guys.
See ya.
Laters.
All right. See ya.
Later, bro.
Gib from Holland. All right. That's it. Oh, wait, no, not that. So, okay. That's it for us. Thanks for watching, you guys. Hopefully next time we'll have some more great news and evidence for Bigfoot, but we'll see what happens. For Jeffrey Gonzalez, Alan Thomas, and Heidi Hollis, you've been watching Paranormal Central on the west coast of California. Take care. Bye.
You have been listening to Paranormal Central with Jeffrey Gonzalez and Alan Thomas. Broadcasting worldwide at ParanormalCentral.net and on. Stay tuned for next time. Remember to keep your eyes to the skies. And we hope you witness something you cannot explain.